The most recent WWE 2K games have slowly been adding more and more newer fighters to their rosters. With the most recent game, it looks like they are adding more influencers and celebrity fighters to open the game up to a wider audience. So stay tuned to today's video as we discuss how you can now play as Machine Gun Kelly and Logan Paul in WWE 2K22. First up, wait, what? You can play as who in WWE 2K22? Over the last few years, the recent WWE games have been changing. Gone are the days of just having a simple roster of a few characters. With the most recent games, there are celebrities and influencers, and you can even make your own character to battle with. Of course, modders have taken over the game on PC, and you can add almost anyone to the game through the creation character system. However, the recent additions to the game don't need to be modded in, as you can buy them for real money, and it's insane. It looks like with the next update, WWE 2K22, you can play as Machine Gun Kelly and Logan Paul. This is one of the most insane crossovers in WWE history and shows the power of the game. Machine Gun Kelly is far from a WWE fighter, but he makes sense to add as he's got a massive influence on the current generation. Logan Paul, on the other hand, is a confirmed WWE fighter and is even signed to a contract to appear in multiple battles later in the year. Logan Paul's addition is the most timely, as the social media star made headlines when WWE announced he signed a contract with the sports entertainment giant. He made his official in-ring debut at WrestleMania 38, tagging with WWE veteran The Miz to beat Rey and Dominic Mysterio before Miz turned on Paul after the match. The pair is set to go one-on-one at SummerSlam in Paul's first match as an official member of the WWE roster. Machine Gun Kelly's addition spurs partly from his work behind the scenes, as he was the executive soundtrack producer for WWE 2K22. However, he does have his history on WWE television with multiple live performances, including his WrestleMania 28 performance leading into The Rock and John Cena's much-anticipated first-time match. Kelly hasn't escaped WWE TV unscathed, though, as he was power-bombed off the Raw stage by Kevin Owens following a televised performance. As for the other additions, WWE Hall of Famer and ECW original Rob Van Dam is front and center as the Pac's namesake. He was among the most popular wrestlers in WWE from the early to mid-2000s and continues wrestling today, most recently working in Japan with Pro Wrestling Noah. This also isn't the end of fighters being added into games, as John Cena was recently announced to be getting a Fortnite skin coming later this month. It's just crazy that these people can be added to games, especially someone like Logan Paul, who just a few years ago wasn't related to the WWE in any sense. Well, what do you think about all of this? Please let us know down in the comment section below, and also tell us how you feel about the recent additions to WWE 2K22. And now onto some other gaming news from the last few weeks. Next, a next-gen Black Panther game is on its way. Our next topic comes from a recent announcement from an insider at EA. He said that an open-world Black Panther game was in the works following the story of a branded new Black Panther after the previous one is killed at the start of the game. We don't have an insane amount of details on this game, but it's nice to discuss and talk online. Of course, this is coming after the success of the first Black Panther movie and the release of the Black Panther sequel in November of this year. The last time we saw a Black Panther game was back in the Marvel's Avengers, but that didn't go down too well for the fanbase as the game was terrible. Luckily, it looks like they are taking Black Panther seriously this time and giving him his own game to explore. Having the thing open world will also be fantastic, as Black Panther is a character who can run very fast and run between terrain almost like a pack or artist. Whilst it's not going to be as fluid as Sony Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, this Black Panther game should be really good if the combat is well done as well. EA has a good track record with open-world games, but not exactly with Marvel at the helm. We don't know what the future will hold for this new Black Panther title, but it's really exciting as fans are theorizing what might go down. With the game following a brand new Black Panther, many think we will be able to customize our own character, or we will place the T'Challa after his father passes away. Please let us know down in the comment section below what you think about this new Black Panther game and what you think might happen during our adventures as him. Now, Borderlands 2 remake rumors are circulating once more. Ever since the release of the Borderlands 1 remaster back in 2019, fans have been waiting for the ever-popular Borderlands 2 to be remastered or remade for next-gen platforms. The remaster of Borderlands 1 came to tide fans over between the announcement and release of Borderlands 3 in 2019. Sadly, this remaster has been plagued with issues on the PC platform and is almost unplayable at this point. Luckily, the console version is more than fine and definitely the superior option if you are wanting to go back to that amazing game. However, since that happened, fans have been wondering about what Gearbox is going to do with Borderlands 2. Borderlands 3's content cycle has been finished for a while now, and even its sequel spin-off series Wonderlands has had its content cycle finished as well. We are now in 2022, which is the 10-year anniversary of Borderlands 2, meaning that it's the best time to release a remake of the game. Borderlands 2 is one of the best games of all time, and also one of the most well-regarded amongst gamers. Whilst there is not much much wrong with the original Borderlands 2, especially on the PC platform. It could do with some touch-ups here and there to bring it into the next generation of games. We have already had a remaster of the game as the Handsome Collection released a few years back on console, but the PC platform has had no changes as of yet. Fans are waiting for a remake of the game and have been pointing out where Gearbox could change the game for the better. Gearbox has been teasing the announcement of a Borderlands 2 remake on Twitter by commenting on people posting about it. Nothing has been confirmed right now as of writing this video, but over the next few months, we might get some new information. E3 is just around the corner, and of course, Gearbox's main presentation for the year won't be too long after as well. Releasing a remake of this game would be phenomenal for gamers all around the world, as Borderlands 2 isn't that big of a game. In terms of additions to Borderlands 2, the main thing is people are wanting Borderlands 3 movement. The third game in the series introduced sliding, mantling, and overall much better movement. This remake of the second game could easily add something like this system, but maybe a little toned down. This would work amazing as Borderlands 2 doesn't have any way to amplify the movement, unlike Borderlands 3. Another thing people want is just quality of life improvements and overall graphic enhancements. Borderlands 2 is an amazing game and one of the best of all time, but it's currently far from perfect in its state. Modders have been changing Borderlands 2 for years now and have made things much smoother with loot, farming, and of course many qualities of life additions. However, for console players, it's impossible to add these to their games, meaning that a remake would allow for those players to have a much better experience. Hopefully, we get a Borderlands 2 remake announced sometime this year, as fans have been waiting a long time for it. Many have hyped up the announcement and release of this new game, and everyone is just waiting for it. If somehow this game isn't coming out this year, then the hype for it should make Gearbox put it into development. We know that nothing else is being worked on for Wonderlands and Borderlands 3, so something new must be in the pipeline. Borderlands is far from dead, as even a movie is coming out based upon the first and second games. Gearbox would be stupid to not be working on either a brand new Borderlands title or, of course, this faded remake of Borderlands 2. Well, what do you think? Let us know down below. And that's the end of today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this latest video. If you did, would you please let us know down in the comment section below? It would be very helpful. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell rung. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye!